Hello everybody, this is Whisper DCS again, and welcome to the next part of my tutorial series for the F-16. Today's video is going to be about HARMs, so we're going to be doing some seed. We got an SA2 site over there, you can probably see that on the HSD, and on the RWR page. So, HARMs, high-speed anti-radiation missile, they can detect radar emitters and go after them. That's the point of it. So we're going to be doing suppression of enemy air defenses. You can carry up to 4 of these, 2 under each wing. We're just going to have 2 today because we got drop tanks, which is pretty typical. I also like to have a jammer pod. So I think the ALQ 184 long pod. And so I have that all set up. I'm not going to be going over that today, but it's useful to have just because we're going to be going after radars. Another thing that you were going to need is this up here, the HAD. I don't actually remember what that stands for, to be honest, but you put that on the left cheek station across from the targeting pod. And once you rearm, if it's not hot start, you're going to have to turn on the left hard point and right hard point if you have a targeting pod, just so you can get power to that, so you can use it. So I'll come on here and just into active pause. First thing we're going to want to do, air to ground mode. Actually, I'll go through controls first. So air to ground, 2 on your keyboard, or I have my own button, you can bind something to it. We're going to need in our access commands, or you can bind this to a keyboard, a radar cursor switch to slew around and lock stuff up with the HAD. We're also going to need weapon release. Display management switch down to make our different MFDs soy, and target management switch up to designate targets, and the target management switch down to undesignate targets. So we press air to ground mode. We have by default we have the FCR, the air to ground radar, and we have our SMIS page with our HARMs, which are currently set to off. So we're going to press the OSB 7 next to where it says power off and turn those on. Then on our left MFD, we're going to press OSB 14 underneath where it says FCR. You can see that's boxed. And we're going to set this to HAD with OSB 2. You can see that says not soy, so we're going to press DMS, display management switch down, to make that soy. You can see the words no, it's not soy go away, and we have this white box around it now. And you can zoom in and out on the side. You can see we have our SA2 on our 12 o'clock at about 60 miles. So we are going to start flying towards that. I would also recommend turning master arm on. Get all your countermeasures and things set up. I did that already. We'll come out of active pause here. I just have altitude hold on, and I'll do steering as well, just to get us going right towards that. What we can do actually is we can climb up a bit, because the higher altitude you're at and the faster you're going, the more range you'll get on your HARMs. So we'll probably climb up to maybe 35,000 feet. Just get into burner and get going pretty quick. And we're just going to watch for that sort of circular shape to just engulf that SAM that we have ahead of us, just so that we're in range. And you can see as we're climbing, you can see that expanding, and as we're getting closer to the target as well. Alright, we'll level out here, I think. With the altitude hold back on, so you can see we're just about in range. So now we're going to be slewing around with our radar cursor switch, and you can see this dot here is our waypoint ahead of us, so we want to hover over this. We want to hover over the SAM there and press TMS up, designate that. You can see it turns red. We're still not quite within range. We're about to be, though. You can see that now we are, and this is blinking now. I like to get a little bit closer just so I can kind of ensure that we have enough range on it. Just keep going here for a few more seconds. I'll climb up a bit. That's probably pretty good here. So now we're just going to press weapon release. That's one harm away. And now we can come back down here. And we can do TMS up again. Designate that again. And press weapon release again. And that's our 2 harms away. That's really about it. There's 2 radars here actually, so we'll see which one they go to. I should have probably waited a second for that second one to pop up, but they should go there. And what we can also do here is we can set this right MFD to the targeting pod, make that soy, white hot, and try and find our waypoint. Oh, you can see it's clouds are a little buggy in DCS, so we can see stuff through them, which are not really supposed to be able to do, but whatever. It's helpful for us. So we can see this radar here. We can check on the F10 map. You can see our 2 harms that are going in there. Next, press F6. You can see them coming in from way up high. So they seem to be tracking tried and true right towards that target, which is good. We'll wait here just another minute or so, however long it takes for them to impact. Zoom out, you can see that's the main radar, search track radar, and there's another one there. I'm not sure which is which, to be honest. But now we're starting to get a little close to that. Hopefully we don't get engaged. Oh, missed it. But that's our 2 harms hitting that one. Should have gone after this radar. That's kind of the more important one, actually. But that's just my mistake for selecting the wrong one. But you get the point. I hope that I get the point across that that is the way that you engage and lock up and hit these targets. You can see we have that radar knocked out. And like I said, if you actually go for the correct radar, like I didn't do because I got hit by the spike by that radar first, it was the only one I saw, then you could put those SAM sites out of action. But anyway, I hope you found this helpful, informative, useful. I hope you'll be able to take this and practice it a bit, implement it in your own missions and things that you're doing. If you did find this helpful, consider subscribing to me. I would really appreciate that, but obviously you don't have to. Also, you can check out my Instagram. I'm way more active on that typically. And it's just a lot of various things that I do, planned stuff and outtakes and stuff that I do in missions either by myself or with my friend Jimbo VR. But once again, thank you for watching, and I hope that you will tune in to the next video.